Assalamualaikum students, this is Hadika Batul and today we are going to discuss about physical quantities. So let's start our video. First of all, what are non-physical quantities? In physics, those quantities which cannot be measured are called non-physical quantities. For example, heat, love, color, taste, etc. So these are those quantities which cannot be measured physically. So these are called non-physical quantities. Similarly, what are physical quantities? In physics, those quantities which can be measured physically, we call these quantities are physical quantities. For example, length, temperature, weight, etc. So these are those quantities which can be measured physically. So these are called physical quantities. What are the types of physical quantities? Basically, there are two types of physical quantities. The first one is base quantity and the second one is derived quantity. What are base quantities? Base quantities are physical quantities that cannot be defined in terms of other quantities. To understand this definition, consider an example. Let's suppose you want to build a wall with the help of some small blocks. Here, this one block repeats itself and acts like base for this wall. Same as the base quantities act like base for all other quantities in physics. These base quantities are 7 in numbers. Number 1 length, 2nd mass, 3rd temperature, 4th intensity, 5th time, 6th amount of substance, and the last one is electric current. Now what are derived quantities and how can we define this? The quantities that can be derived from base quantities are called derived quantities. To understand this definition, consider that you want to build the wall with the help of some small blocks. Here, these blocks act like base quantities, while the wall acts like a derived quantity that is derived from the block. So, there are many derived quantities like force, work, torque, acceleration, etc. Let's see an example how can we derive any quantity from the base quantity. For example, speed is equal to distance per unit time, while distance is the length and length is the base quantity. Also, time is the base quantity. So, speed is the derived quantity that is derived from the two base quantities, that is distance and time.